So, ano yun eh, verbal, physical, mental abuse.
Oh my God.
Yan.
Wow.
Kaya from that time, parang sabi, shucks, hindi naman pala, parang kasi syempre nung bata-bata pa ako, akala ko kasi father figure, kasi mas matanda sa akin, yung gano'n, sabi ko, baka ma-guide ako nito, yung gano'n. Hindi. Mental, verbal, emotional, physical abuse.
Lahat, no?
Lahat pa po dinanas ko sa kanya. Lahat.
So narito po tayo ngayon sa Cucina Estefania sa BF Homes Parañaque. Ito po ay pag-aari ng dating aktres na si Tanya Montenegro. Samahan niyo po kami na makipagkwentuhan sa kanya ngayong araw na ito. Pero bago yan, subscribe muna kayo sa aking channel at kay Christine Babau's channel. Hello! Sa wakas, nakarating din kami. O, di ba? Ganda naman ang lugar nyo. Wow.
This is my
hello. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Congrats sa inyong napakagandang restaurant. Pero from outside, akala mo maliit lang.
Yes.
But when you come in, ito laki.
Yes.
Sobrang laki.
Yeah. Actually, it can house about, last week, nagkaroon kami ng parang birthday party, first birthday party. It comfortably fitted like about 75.
Wow,
yeah.
dami.
Pag inayos mo yung tables in such a way na 75 comfortable siya.
Sino mga nasa picture na to?
Ito yung mga ancestors namin. Kumbaga, it starts with the story kung bakit nabuo yung Cucina Estefania. Yung recipes.
Yeah.
From grandmother, grandfather, my mom, my dad, down. Tapos ito naman yung side ni Mike. His dad kasi is related to Tita Marlene daw din. Actually, his dad is the sister, the brother of Tita Marlene. Yeah, daw din. Yan. So, yan yung mga ancestors. To give, parang credit lang to them.
Taga-showbiz din pala in a way, no?
Yeah, somehow. Somehow.
Nasaan na siya ngayon?
Tita Marlene is in the States. Ito naman yung VIP room. It's good for 12. It's good for 12. So, parang if you have just a small meeting and everything, so pwede lang dito, private meeting and small gathering. Ayun. So, ayan. And then, syempre, nilagay ko yung paintings ng aking sister. Paintings ni Nadia.
Si Nadia nagpe-paint?
Before, when she, nung may oras pa siya. Nagpe-paint siya. Pero ngayon, since sobrang busy na niya, so I don't think, makakapag-paint na siya ulit.
Ayan, Nadia.
Yeah, Nadia.
2019.
Yeah.
Okay pala. Meron pala yung painting si Nadia.
Yeah.
Okay. Ikaw, cooking ka, no? Cooking yung passion.
Cooking, at saka, yan, yung pag-decorate ng place, ganyan, interior, yan ang hilig ko.
Ito, ba't may mga signature to?
Ito naman, this room, we call this, the G12 room, the VIP room. Kasi my mom, these are her best friends.
Ito, mami mo?
Yeah, nung mas bata-bata pa si mommy. So, these are her friends na sila yung unang-unang kumbaga parang nag-patronize ng restaurant when we weren't open yet. So, ayan yung mga titas
Tribute
ko na.
sa kanila yan.
Yes. They practically saw me grow up. Yan, yung mga friends ng mommy. Sila pa rin yun hanggang ngayon. Ito, like I said, this is the main dining hall. Tapos, here, which is the favorite, actually, ito yung favorite table of all.
Oo, ganda.
Kasi nandyan yung name.
Yes.
Yes. Tapos, ito naman, this wall, we put parang our children. The ones up there are my children. And then the ones in the second row are Mike's children. Ito yung counter area. Here's the counter area. Medyo a little private lang kasi counter siya. But we put pictures pa rin here of the family. Ayan. Ayan, si Nadia and...
Saan si Nadia rito?
Ayan,
Ayun, I see her. There you go.
And the one
Sino
beside...
Who's
That's
this?
my brother Hutch, the youngest. That's my sister Katya, the one that works for Jeepney TV.
This
and
is
then
you?
me, my mom.
Nadia
and my mom. Yeah.
How's mommy?
She's good, she's good.
Okay.
And then here naman is Nadia with Ina. Tapos yung husband ni Ina at saka yung baby. We have some items that our customers can, can purchase and take home after they eat. Ganon. Tapos yan, may mga steaks din kami.
Wow.
And yung mga bacon, yung mga what we serve for our all-day breakfast. Yan, we have it also. Yan.
Pwede pa kayo mag-uwi, mag-take home, no?
Yes, the wines.
Ng mga products dito.
Ang madalas dito is, of course, sila Arlene. Arlene Mula kasi lapit lang ni Arlene niya. Oo, tapos recently, of course, I had sina Wendell, I had Rufa and Sunshine, I had Ate Janice here recently. And sino pa ba nakapagpunta na?
Si Nadia, syempre.
Of course. Si Nadia pang ilang ano na. Ayun, oo. Tapos, meron din ako mga naging guest na, yun naman, nasa mga politiko. Ayun. So far, okay naman. But 70% of our clients are what they call comebacking. Yung nakakabalik na siguro.
Mga suki.
3 times, 4 times. Yes. Oo. Marami ng ganon.
Guys, kasama na natin Miss Tanya Montenegro.
Hi, Papu.
Hi. Grabe, long time no see,
Na-excite naman ako nung tinawagan ako na pupunta ka.
Oo nga, huli ka namin napanood sa That's Entertainment. Anong year yun?
1980. Up to 1987.
1980 to 1987?
No, 1985 kami to 87.
Sino mga kabatch mo nun?
Ang kasama ko nun sa Friday was Nino.
Nino Mula.
Oo, John Regala who passed away, Marco Polo Garcia who passed away also, and then Ana Margarita Gonzalez. Tapos si Jeneline. Si Jeneline.
Jeneline who? Di Jeneline Mercado to, ha?
No. Yung kumakanta, wala kasi siyang last name nung nasa showbiz siya. Basta Jeneline her name. Yun, as far as I can remember, yun yung original. Yun yung original.
Saka nag-ano ka rin, nag-movies ka rin, di ba?
One lang ako.
One
Actually, dalawa lang. Yung Campus Beat with Aga in 1984. And then, yung isang platitong mani with sina Tita Pilita, sina Bertawa Marcelo, 1986. Ayun, tapos nag-stop.
Bahagi ka pala ng childhood namin. Joke lang. Campus Beat, si Aga muna. Di ba nagma-Michael Jackson pa siya nun, di ba?
Yun yung second movie niya after Bagets. Tapos sila na nag-produce noon. Sila na ni Tito Cheng nag-produce.
So, nag-stop ka agad sa movies? And showbiz?
87. Yeah.
Anong ginawa mo after nun?
I got pregnant.
Ayun.
Oo, I had my daughter.
Sige, pag-usapan pa natin yan. Pero, mas interesado ako ngayon sa food mo dito sa restaurant mo.
Yes.
Congrats, Napakaganda ng ambience ng restaurant.
Thank you.
Ngayon, ang food ang gusto kong tikman.
Yes, of
Pero
course.
bago ko tikman yan, isa-isahin muna natin. Ano ang klaseng food ba to?
Okay, syempre, actually, the restaurant Spanish-Filipino, but kung makikita mo dun sa billboard, sa signboard, it's Calios Lengua Paella, or Calios Paella Lengua. So, ito yon kasi ito yung mga best sellers naman talaga. So, this is the Paella Valenciana, this is the Lengua, that's the Calios, and of course, sinamahan ko nung best seller namin sa Filipino food namin is the Kare-Karem Bagnet. Yan.
Ano yun? Bata ka pa? Mahilig ka na talaga magluto? Paano ka na-inspire na magluto?
Lola ko.
Lola mo.
Yeah. My grandmother kasi, dahil siya nagpalaki sa amin, siya yung lagi namin kasama sa bahay. So, every time na magluluto siya for lunch, for dinner, yung ganyan, nakatingin kami, ano kami. Kasi siya talaga yung hands-on. Hands-on siya talaga sa amin. So, talagang nakabantay kami.
So, ang lola mo is Spanish?
No, yes. Half lang siya, but my grandfather is the one that's pure.
So, most of the food that were cooked at home are Spanish-inspired?
Talaga. Dala-dala niya yung, though he's half Filipino and half pero dala-dala niya yung Spanish, siya talaga, yung Spanish food, Spanish way of, Spanish talaga siya. Everything Spanish for him.
Anong nare-remember mo na nung childhood mo na hinihahanda ni Lola na hindi mo makalimutan?
Calios.
Ito. Calios. O sige, habang kinikwento mo yan, titikman ko na yung Calios. Ano naalala mo sa Calios?
Kasi yan yung, para sa akin noon, nung bata ako, parang siya yung pinakamahirap lutuin kasi nga palalambutin mo yung ox tripe, tapos parang ang dami niyang halo. But eventually, nung natuto na ako, hindi pala. It has to have passion talaga, yung passion sa pagluluto. There are different ways of cooking the Calios, pero like yung sa amin, talagang 5 hours yan pinakukuluan.
5 hours?
Tapos Papa, we don't use pressure cooker, wala. Talagang traditional slow cook talaga kami. Oo. Ito naman yung Kare-Karem Bagnet, Papa, na naman namin yan kasi we wanted a different twist on the kare-kare.
Okay.
Yung hindi lang the usual na oxtail o yung mga goto, yung ganyan. So, we wanted to do the kare-kareng bagnet naman.
Sarap. Grabe naman.
Yun. Tapos, the paella valenciana, syempre.
Nakakadalawa pala ako guys na dishes. Sobrang sarap talaga. Ang galing.
Yan. Tapos the lengua pa po, this one, ito, isa rin yan sa pinagmamalaki namin. Kasi parang, ito naman, paano ba? Parang, umaabot kami ng 6-7 hours pakuluan.
Uy, sorry guys, kakain na ako ha. Tinitikman ko na yung mga food niya kasi para alam natin kung ano talagang lasa.
Lagyan mo konting lemon, Papu.
Okay, lagyan natin lemon.
Yes.
Yun. So, time to taste the paella. Anong tawag din? Paella?
Paella valenciana.
Valenciana.
Yes. Ano naman yan? Meat-based naman yan. We have naman yung paella negra, which is plain seafood lang.
Oh, wow. Sarap. Lasang-lasa mo yung pati yung chorizo, no?
Yeah.
Ito naman, tikman ko naman to.
Ayan, Papu, yan yung lengua.
Lengua.
Na yan yung what we call melt in your mouth lengua.
Okay. Melts in your mouth lengua. O, ano naman storya ng lengua?
Lengua, ganun din. Favorite food din ng daddy ko. Ganyan, ng family. So, again, I did my own, yun nga, parang halos 7 hours namin pinalalambot. Kaya ganyan, kahit hindi mo nanguyain, magme-melt siya talaga.
Buti na lang, hindi ako taga Paranaque, kundi araw-araw ko lang dito. Sarap ng food.
Magme-melt siya talaga.
Sobrang sarap lahat. Oh, ang galing.
Thank you.
Marami pa yung ibang dishes na hindi pa natin sinaserve dito, no?
Yes, plenty pa po, marami. We have tapas, what we call tapas now. We have the baby squid, we have gambas, we have our chorizo espanyol na kami lang ang meron. Filipino flair naman, we have our best seller also, the beef mechado, the beef sinigang, our laing bagnet. We have bagnet series, we call it the bagnet series, which is laing bagnet, Bicol Express bagnet, sinigang na bagnet, our kare-kareng bagnet, and ano pa yung isa? I forgot na kung ano yung isa. Binagoangang bagnet, sorry.
Wow,
yan.
Ang daming choices, no? Wow. Sarap. Congrats. Congrats sa inyo.
Thank you.
Oh, how long have you been here?
We're on our 10th month.
10th month pa lang? Wala pang 1 year?
Wala pa.
Dati, nasaan kayo?
Wala, online
Ito
lang.
talaga?
Online lang kami before.
Nag-start ba ito during the pandemic?
Yes. Nag-start si Mike during the pandemic, yes. And then, after na rin, pandemic, and then post-pandemic, yung ganyan. Ayun, dun na nag-start. Dun nag-build actually yung idea namin. Na na parang, ba't nga naman hindi ilagay on a physical store? Yung ganyan.
So before the restaurant, saan ka nagiging busy noon? Before the pandemic, anong pinagkakaabalahan mo?
Actually, opening up a restaurant was never part of my plan.
Wala yan, wala sa plan.
It was not a vision I had in ever na hindi ko naisip na magkakaroon ng restaurant until Mike came along and he opened up the idea na parang sabi niya, why don't we put up a restaurant, ganyan. But prior to this, I was doing some things on my own. I was doing yung meron kaming mga ginagawa, tapos meron akong mga inaayos na mga overseas, yung ganyan. So, ayun, yun nga, parang siguro, when God has a plan for you, hindi mo pwedeng pigilan kung ano man yung plano niya, di ba? Kasi it was never part of my plan.
Never part of your plan? Kahit ganyan kakasarap magluto?
Never part of my plan to open up a restaurant or
only
more
for the
so
family
to
and
run
friends.
a restaurant.
Okay.
Wala,
so
wala
just cook
talaga.
As a passion
Yes,
sa bahay?
yes. Cooking is a passion for us sa bahay, pag may events, ganun lang. Pero to open up a restaurant and run a restaurant at this scale, never ko naisip na makakayanan ko.
So, how is it so far?
So far, it's okay.
Okay.
I'm happy. It's tiring. I will not say hindi nakakapagod.
Tutok talaga,
kasi
no?
minsan, talagang tutok. I'm here from morning till evening. From opening till closing. Minsan sasaglit lang ako. Like, minsan there are times na parang parang sobrang draining na, diba? Yung gano'n, parang sobrang draining. Parang lalabas lang ako mga 2 hours, yung ganyan, 3 hours, kakain lang kami ni Mike sa labas, pero babalik din ako. Hindi kaya ng konsensya ko na hindi bumalik. Yung gano'n. Kasi parang...
Kailangan naman kasi, di ba?
Parang,
talaga eh.
Parang naging baby na siya sa akin na parang hindi kailangan kasi ang oras na dumilat yung mata niya hanggang sa matulog siya, kailangan nandito. Yung parang gano'n. Naging baby na siya for me.
Kaya nga pag pumunta kayo rito, guaranteed na sulit kasi talagang nakatutok siya mismo. Si Chef Tanya talagang tutok na tutok dun sa mga food. Kaya siguradong made with love.
Pati marketing pa po, ako lahat yan.
Ikaw lahat.
Ako lahat yan. Regulars.
Congrats ha. Congrats sa napaka-successful na business. Wala na kayo ibang business. This is your only business.
Yeah, this one. Kusina and the cafe which we will go later.
Go down later to see. Watch your step.
Here.
Coffee is life.
Yeah.
Wow, cute naman.
So it's a small cafe lang.
Parang Japanese
Yeah. Small lang siya, pang pang take out, actually pang take out talaga siya.
Nice.
Ayan. And then may konting pastries. And then meron din yung all-day breakfast supposed to be ng kusina. I-move ko na siya dito.
Okay.
Yung ganyan. Actually, yung tagline kasi nung cafe is, eat your cake and drink it too. So, kung ano yung cake flavor, pwede kong i-transform into a coffee.
Wow, interesting ha?
Yeah.
Pwede naman mag-order niya?
Of course, gawa ko kayo.
Try nga natin yung ube latte. Latte coffee.
Okay, sige.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So, para matikman natin.
And then we can serve it also hot or cold, either of the two.
Oh, hot na lang.
Okay, sige.
Ayan na, guys. Oh.
Ube latte.
May ube nga talaga na coffee, oh. Look at that. Oh. Sarap nito siguro. Kakaiba to ah. Parang naghahalo yung taste ng ube at ng coffee. Kakaiba, unique. Sarap. O, pag-usapan naman natin yung showbiz. Naputol tayo kanina eh, no? Paano kayo napasok sa showbiz ni Nadia?
We were students in San Agustin, Colegio San Agustin. And then, kami yon, Gretchen, Nadia, me, ganyan. Intramurals yon. Kasi mahilig sa intramurals ang San Agustin. And then, there was this agent na parang sabi niya, agent siya ng Regal Films. Naghahanap siya ng mga artista. Yung ganon. So, ang pinush ko noon was Nadia and Gretchen. Kasi ako talaga, ayoko talaga. Hindi ko talaga
Ikaw ba una kinausap?
Actually, kami dalawa ni Nadia.
Okay.
And then, all of a sudden, after a few days, parang tumawag si Elwood Perez kay Mommy. Si Direk Elwood. Yes, Direk Elwood Perez tumawag kay Mommy na kinukuha nga for Regal. So, parang ang was Nadia and Gretchen.
Wala ka muna.
Ayoko talaga eh. I was trying to tell my mom, parang ayoko. Kaso, parang 2 weeks after that call of Direk Elwood, tumawag naman si Tito Cheng.
Cheng Mulak.
Oo. Na parang, kung gusto ko daw, kasi hindi naman daw ako pumirma sa Regal, so kukunin na lang daw niya ako para doon nga kay Aga sa Campus Beat.
Ang unang movie ni Nadia ay?
14 Going Steady.
Because she was 14 at the time or
Actually,
younger?
Nadia was younger pa.
Mga?
Nadia was like 12 pa lang ata.
And you were how old nung time na yan?
I was 14.
So you were older than her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, ang gap namin parang a year and a half. A year and a half.
Tapos naging hit yun, yung 14 Going Steady na, di ba?
Diba? Tapos nagtuloy-tuloy na sila.
Naging mga crush ng bayan yung dalawa, no?
Yeah. Nadia, Gretchen, tapos si Janice was there. Si Janice. Actually, si Ate Lizelle dapat yon mula. Kaso, di ba, yun yung time na nag-elope si Ate Lizelle
kay
Albert. Yun, so naging Janice.
So ikaw naman, paano ka na-convince ni Cheng?
Paano ako na-convince ni Tito Chengs? Because it was Aga.
Si Aga mismo kumausap sa'yo?
No, because it was Aga Mulak, diba? Yung
Aga Mulak
kasi
movie.
sobrang hot ni Aga nung time. That was after Bagets. Right after Bagets. So sabi sa akin ni Tito Cheng, bakit ayaw mo? Alam mo, hindi mo gugustuhin yan, si Aga yan. Yung ganyan. Tapos everybody was saying, that's Aga, ba't ayaw mo, man?
So, nung una, ayaw pa.
Ayoko talaga.
Okay. So, pumayag ka na rin eventually.
Pumayag na rin ako eventually to do Campus Beat. And then, ayun.
Anong role mo ron?
girlfriend ni Aga.
Okay.
Leading lady ni Aga.
Ikaw ang leading lady.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ang kasama namin noon, sila Chang Ami. First movie ata din ni Chang Ami yun.
Hindi ka naman niligawan ni Aga noon.
No. Kasi nga, para na lang din kami naging magkapatid kasi nga si Arlene looks like Nadia. So minsan ang pagkakamalan nila si Nadia, si Arlene, si Nadia, yung ganyan. So sabi na lang ni Tito Cheng, pwede ba? Isang pamilya na lang tayo. Pamilya na lang tayo. So yun, doon na nag-umpisa yun, naging pamilya na lang ang mga mulak sa amin.
Paano nabago ng Campus Beat ang buhay mo na?
Nabago kasi...
Naging crush ka rin ng mga kalalakihan noon, di ba?
Ano yun eh? Nauso kasi doon yung mga... nung time na yon sobrang uso yung mga indecent proposals.
Ooh,
yung mga older men.
Okay,
yung mga older businessmen.
Nangyari kina Jayan, ha?
Yung mga older businessmen, yung ganon, talagang they'll go out of their way para ligawan kayo, yung ganon, puntahan ka sa taping. Shucks. Ano lang ako noon,
16.
15, 16. Yung mga nanliligaw sa amin noon was like 37, 38, mga ganon.
Okay.
So medyo...
Not so bad. Naisip ko mga 60.
Ano yun? Si Nadia at si Boy yun.
Tama.
Kasi Nadia was 17 noon. Si Boy was like 50 plus na eh. Basta 36 years yung age gap nila.
So nakikita mo yun nung time na nililigawan siya?
Oo.
Ano reaction mo?
No, syempre noong una parang, parang ano yun? But eventually, as you get to know the guy, as you get to know si Boy, parang, ano na rin, sobrang lucky ni Nadia na napunta din siya kay Boy. Very good man, very good father, very good provider. He was a very good husband to her. Yung parang ganun.
So what about you? So may mga nanligaw sa'yo, yung mga businessmen?
Yung mga ganun. Oo.
Ano nangyari?
Actually, ang hirap banggitin kasi yung una naligaw sa akin.
Mike, okay lang ha? Pag-usapan namin yung nakaraan.
Ay, di, okay lang yan. Okay lang yun. Okay lang. Alam naman niya eh. Alam naman.
Sige, okay.
So, parang, ang unang-unang naligaw, bulong ko na lang sa'yo.
Sige, ano pa? The legend!
Kaya kasabi sa'yo, bulong ko na lang sa'yo.
Grabe siya.
Kaya kasabi sa'yo, bulong ko na lang sa'yo, di ba?
Grabe.
Oo.
Si ano talaga, si Idol, no? Noong pa pala yun. Sinagot mo?
No!
Nag-date kayo?
Oo, grabe yun. Nakabantay yun sa taping.
Talaga?
Nagbabantay yun kasi we were doing we were doing Manok ni San Pedro sa Channel 9. Sa Broadcast City pa yun, di ba? Papu, nakabantay yun.
Grabe, no?
Nakabantay.
Oo.
Tapos magti-taping kami sa Cebu. Sa Cebu. Maya't maya, malalaman mo naman, may naghahanap sa'yo kasi may nagpadala ng lechon, nagpadala ng pagkain, ganun.
Ano man niregalo niya sa'yo noon?
Ano ba?
Hindi naguluhan ka ba ng kotse noon? O
Hindi naman. Hindi naman umabot sa kotse. Ano yun? Ang mga regalo nun lagi yung vacation, magbabakasyon kayo.
Kasama siya? Hindi.
Oo.
Sumama ka? Hindi.
Hindi ako sumama mag-isa. Kasama si Nadia, kasama si Mami, kasama.
Okay. Oh.
Kasama, yan.
Ganun lang. Pero never kayong, naging kayo? Never. May iba pa ng mga negosyante?
Actually, yung dad nung first two ko, best friend niya. Yung kasi nung time na yon, paano ba? Married kasi, kaya ayoko.
Okay. Pero yung una, walang asawa yan, meron? Nung time na yon?
Meron.
Meron na rin. Basta may asawa, ayaw mo?
Okay. Nung time na yon.
Oo.
So, and then, meron kaming naging common friend, yung ganyan, isa sa mga best friends niya. Yun yung after nitong yun yung lumigaw sa akin. So, syempre, akala ko tama, pero single siya.
Single.
Oo.
Older than you?
Yeah, 30,
ganun din ang
38, ganon. Ayun, yun yung dad nung ni Mara sa kanila ko. Oo.
Were you married?
No.
No.
And then, okay, that lasted like 8 years.
Tagal din, ha?
Oo. Ano yun eh? Verbal, physical, mental abuse.
Oh my God.
Yan.
Wow.
Kaya from that time, parang sabi, shucks, hindi naman pala, parang, kasi syempre nung bata-bata pa ako, akala ko kasi father figure, kasi mas matanda sa akin. Yung ganon, sabi ko, baka ma-guide ako nito, yung ganon. Hindi. Mental, verbal, emotional, physical abuse.
Lahat, no?
Lahat pa po dinanas ko sa kanya.
Oh my God.
Lahat.
So there was a period of depression.
Hindi man ako na-depress to the point na nag-iiyak ako or what. Umabot lang ako dun sa point na nagkaroon ako ng self-beating. Sabi ko, kailangan ko ilaban yung sarili ko. I need to fight, yung ganyan. I need to fight. So, when my son was 6 months old, naghiwalay kami. Actually, very pa nga yun, kasi si Nadia pa yung mayor pa kasi si Boy noon, yung ganun. So, I talagang humingi ako ng tulong na sabi ko, please, parang I just wanna get out of this, yung ganun. So, tinulungan naman ako ni Boy na maitakas ko yung mga bata para lumayo kami.
Ilan anak mo sa kanya?
Dalawa. My first 2. Ayun. And then, after that, natakas kami, nilayo kami ni Boy for a while hanggang sa finally umalis na siya ng bahay, yung ganon. Pero umabot ako dun sa point na trauma ko, Papu, na pinaskil ko yung picture niya sa gate ng village namin na sabi ko, huwag niyong papapasukin to, yung ganon. Ganon ka-traumatic yun.
Oo. Nagkausap pa kayo after nun?
No.
Wala, up to now?
Ay, passed away na.
Before he passed away, nakita ba niya yung mga anak niya?
Yes. Yes.
So nagkakausap naman sila?
Sila nung mga bata. Oo. Yeah. Kasi he was very close to my eldest.
Okay.
Kasi my eldest was 6 years old already nung naghiwalay kami. My boy was barely 6 months old.
Hindi naman naapektuhan yung mga bata?
No naman.
As they grew up?
No naman. Okay naman. Kasi parang nandun lang ako dun sa point na parang siguro if there's one thing lang na tamang ginawa ko nung time na yon, kasi iba na rin yung generation ngayon from the generation before, was hindi ko kasi pinayagan yung mga anak kong makita siya. Nagpunta kaming Amerika, kami. Hindi ko kasi pinayagan pa po yung setup na weekends kay dad, weekdays kay mom. Hindi ako pumayag doon. Kasi doon nagkakaroon, kasi nangyari sa amin yun eh. So, parang doon nagkakaroon ng confusion yung mga bata pag you share. But that was before. I think now it's a different it's a different
iba nga nagiging magkaibigan pa di ba? Yung
parang
mga ex.
It's a different it's a totally different scenario this age. But before kasi parang for me, it was a no-no na kailangan ko i-share yung mga anak ko. Yung ganon. So, nagkaroon siya ng relationship sa mga anak ko when they were old enough already to understand na kung bakit. Kasi my son pa nga, the first time my son saw him, my son was, kakauwi lang namin from the States noon, my son was 7 years old. Accidentally, nagkita sila sa gasoline station. My son was with my brother. In-approach sila. In-approach yung anak ko at saka yung brother ko. In-approach na parang, this is your dad, yung gano'n. In-approach siya nung parang bodyguard nung dad niya. Parang, daddy mo, yung gano'n. So, natakot yung anak ko. Kasi first time niya 7 years old siya eh. Kasi, tas kagagaling lang namin ng Amerika noon. So, parang sobrang tahimik ng buhay namin noon, tapos biglang umuwi dito. Pag uwi niya, parang a week later, 2 weeks later, parang, daddy mo, yung
ano ginandol yun? Nag-offer sa yung bata, syempre, di ba?
No, tinawagan ako agad ng brother ko na parang, ganyan, wants to talk to you. My son wanted to talk to me. So, I called and, Mommy, I saw monster, yung ganon. Ganon. So, parang sabi ko, no. Kaya sabi ko, balik nyo sa bahay. Uwi nyo. Kasi dapat isasama nila sa province yun, magbabakasyon. So, sabi ko, no, ibalik nyo. So, pag uwi sa bahay yun, and-explain ko naman sa kanya, no, it's not monster naman, ganyan.
At doon na nagsimula yung communication nila.
Yeah, oo. Tapos my daughter naman was, naman na yung anak ko, parang she was 13 na. So, medyo mas, niya. So, later on na lang, nung medyo, yung parang nasa college na yung anak ko and everything. Tapos yun, kinukwento naman namin sa kanila kung anong ginawa sa akin, kung anong ginawa, kinukwento naman din ng mga kapatid ko na how your dad treated your mom, what your dad did to your mom, yung ganyan. So, parang, parang naintindihan naman nila. So, nung time na dumating na nagkasakit yung dad nila, tapos parang, he was in the hospital na. Yung parang gano'n. They asked me naman, they begged me naman, Mom, baka pwede naman natin makita si daddy, yung ganyan, yung ganyan. So, we went to the hospital.
Sumama ka?
Sumama naman ako for my children.
Ah.
Pero he was ano naman kasi na, bedridden na siya.
Yeah.
So, parang, mom, can we go see dad, ganyan, ganyan. So, we went to the hospital. Pagdating namin, parang, he was in the MRI kasi parang, inatake kasi siya noon. So, parang nagkaroon ng fluid yung brain, yung ganon. So, parang, he didn't look too well. So, syempre, my children naman, parang, ano, so, parang, ma'am, do what you can, kausapin mo yung doctor, parang ganon. So, sabi ko naman dun sa doctors, although he had a wife already then, but the wife was okay naman. Kumbaga, parang she was very civil naman, she was very gracious naman sa amin, yung ganon. So, ayun lang, kinausap ko lang yung doctor na sabi ko, for my kids, my children's sake, if you can still do something, please gawin nyo na lang lahat ng magagawa ninyo, yung ganyan. So, pero sinabi naman ng doctor na parang medyo mahirap na rin, kasi na ano na, yung ganun.
Hindi na siya nagsasalita, no? Wala na.
No.
So there was never a point na he apologized for what he did?
No.
Walang ganun?
Papu, wala.
Pero have you forgiven him?
Oh, yeah.
For
Lahat naman sila, Papu, na forgive ko na. I mean, I've forgiven them kasi parang all the pain and all the ano na binigay naman nila sa akin, siguro made me the strong person that I am now. Pero, syempre, as we age, diba, parang nare-realize mo rin na parang hindi naman pwedeng laging strong. Diba? Parang gano'n. Na parang, there are times that you will also mellow down na ano mo, diba? Yung ganyan. So, Papu, ang dami kong failed relationships.
After that?
Yeah. After that, I had my youngest na, pero years after naman, Papu, hindi naman agad-agad kasi ang tagal ko rin na naka-recover. Tapos umabot ako dun sa point na parang ayoko nang masaktan, ayoko nang ano, parang ayoko na muna ng relationship, nung work ako. Work. Until dumating naman yung time yung sa youngest ko naman. Kung ano yung nangyari sa akin nung sa una na sabi ko, ayoko nang may asawa. Etong naman sa youngest ko, it so happened may asawa. Yung gano'n. So, of course, again, I admit naman, I made that mistake na with a married man, yung ganyan. But, sabi ko nga, hindi ko naman sasabihin na it was a mistake kasi it bore me naman my youngest naman na sobrang, kumbaga parang, siya na lang kasi natitira with me now. She happens to be my best friend kasi laging kami dalawa na lang, yung ganyan. So, she'll call, mag-uusap sila magkapatid, kuya, ang hirap maging only child. Magpakita nga kayo kay mami, parang ganon. Diba? So, kasi my son's all the way in Bulacan. So,
how long did it last?
Which one?
Yung relationship mo, doon sa father, nung anak mo?
My youngest? Yeah. Oh, that was fast lang. Parang 6 months lang yun. Kasi ang hirap din talaga. Ang hirap talaga, for whatever it's worth, Papu, ang hirap talaga to be with a married man.
Bakit ka? Why did you fall for married men?
I don't know. I don't know how it came to be. Parang all of a sudden na lang nalaman ko, magkarelasyon na pala kami, parang ganon. Pero Papu, kasi meron kasi na...
Baka naman naghahanap ka ng father figure.
Siguro nga,
no?
Because my dad passed away na parang tas nawala, actually my dad kasi nawala siya sa amin. I was 10 years old nung maghiwalay sila ni mom. He left for Spain. He went back to Spain. And he only came back, I was already parang I was about 26 na yata nung nakabalik si daddy. Tapos, sandali lang siya dito. Sandali lang siya. And then, he passed away.
Yeah.
And parang ganon. So, siguro nandun, Papu, na when somebody tells you na, hindi kita sasaktan,
para alagaan kita.
Alagaan kita. Huwag mo naman ako i-judge na porket may asawa ako, ganon. So, parang siguro I fell for that, yung ganon.
Yeah.
But, pero talagang ang hirap. Mahirap talaga yung situation that you're kept, diba, parang ganon.
Parang mistress ka.
Yeah, oo. So, but it bore me my daughter na hindi ko naman pagsisisihan na yung ganon. Kumbaga, okay yung relationship nila. So, I guess that's what's more important na lang naman, di ba? Hindi na yung sa amin. We haven't spoken from the day we separated. Hindi na kami nag-usap. Hindi na rin kami nagkita. Yung ganito, ganyan. When pag hihiramin niya yung anak niya, kumbaga ihahatid ko lang, pero hindi kami nagkikita, hindi kami nag-uusap. Nothing at all. They go abroad, but wala. Sasabihin niya lang sa anak niya, paalam ka lang sa mami mo kung pwede kang sumama sa akin sa ganito, pwede kang sumama sa akin.
At alam din ang asawa niya, yung story niyan.
I think he's unmarried na ngayon.
Okay.
Parang wala siyang relationship ngayon.
He's about how old now?
He's about, now, the father of my youngest is about 50
plus.
50 plus na rin, parang 52. Yung
Not too old na, unlike before, no?
Yeah, oo.
Si Mike, paano mo nakilala?
Oh, Mike, he's
Mike, pwede ka pumunta. Join ka rito. Mira. Ayan. Pakikabit yung mic kay Mike. Okay. Dito ka na lang, Mike. Ayan. Anong love story nyo? Paano kayo nagkakilala?
His dad and my dad are best friends. Oo. So, and then his dad kasi used to manage parang the apartment complex kung saan kami nakatira. Yun. So, pag weekends, whenever my dad and Tito Manolo, his dad, would go out, yung ganyan, iniiwan kami sa kanila.
Okay.
Nag-start kami dun time na yon, ano pa niya ako prom date.
Pero katagal, ha?
Prom date.
So, parang family friends. Parang
yes. Tapos, syempre,
mga 1983.
83, mga ganon. Tapos, nung nag-showbiz kami, syempre, we lost touch kasi naging busy na kami. Ayun, ganon. Tapos, a few years after, although daddy niya, tsaka sila mommy ko, lagi nagkikita. Kasi my mom was still connected doon sa Manila Garden. Yung ganyan. So, since kami naging busy na, so hindi kami masyado nagkikita. Until, nagkita kami ulit, but he was married na. Oo. Parang first birthday? Mikey?
I think so.
Yeah. First birthday nung anak niya. Or first birthday or binyag. First na ganon. So, we were invited nun. So, dun kami nagkita ulit. Pero wala, kasi may asawa na siya nun eh. He was married.
Ikaw, may relationship ka rin?
Wala. Nung time na yon, wala. So, after that, again, we lost touch. Nagkita kami ulit.
Don't ask me.
No, nagkita kami ulit somehow 2007. He just arrived from a flight sa KFC, dun sa may, yung pagbaba mo ng Naiya.
Okay.
Di ba there's this KFC there?
Okay.
Oo. Sinundo ko, hindi ko matanda kung sino sinundo ko. No, hinatid ko si Nadia sa airport nun. Hinatid ko si Nadia, paalis siya ng Amerika nun. Pagbaba, sabi nung sister ko, kain tayo, hungry. So, it was me, my sister, and my brother. So, pagpasok namin ng KFC, nakita ko sila. He was with his kids na. Yung apat, malalaki na yung mga anak niya. And then yung nakwento niya na, yun, hiwalay naman na siya noon, yung ganyan. So, ako naman, I just had Mika. Mika was like about 3 years old na then, 2007. So, yun. Tapos, parang cellphone. Nagkapalit ng number, yung ganyan. Tapos, yun na, nag-text, nag-usap, nagkita. And then, naging kami noon nung 2007. Yung ganon. Tapos, ang bilis nga nung pangyayari, naging kami, and then biglang we live together in Merville naman. From 2007 till about 2010. Parang 3 years. Pero sobrang complicated ng situation namin nung time na yon. He was going through his annulment. Tapos, ako naman, yung mga, nasa school pa yung mga bata. Tapos, si Mika was kinda young pa. Tapos, siya rin, parang ang gulo-gulo lang nung situation namin nung time na yon. So,
and Boy kept you very busy.
Oh, yeah. And
diba?
Boy, dahil sobrang kanan kamay kasi ako ni Boy noon. So, I was very busy with, I was busy with Boy's affairs, yung mga ganon. Ang dami niyang pinapagawa sa akin, yung ganon. Tapos, umabot din sa point, kampanya, yung ganon. So, sobrang walang time talaga kami for each other. He was working also. So, parang 2010, naghiwalay kami. After 3 years. Yeah, naghiwalay kami. As parted ways talaga, as in, hindi kami nag-usap, hindi kami And then in 2014, kinasal ako.
Kay?
Dun sa ex-husband ko. Okay?
Nakita mo ba kanina? Hindi, no?
Hindi pa, hindi pa, oo.
Okay.
Kinasal ako dun sa ex-husband ko. And then,
obviously, hindi yan married, no?
which one? No.
Walang sabi.
And no kids.
No, I had no kids naman din with him. So, yun. And then, we accidentally again met in 2015. Kasi, hindi ko makalimutan yon kasi, alam ko 2015 yon kasi, kinasal ako noong 2014.
Okay.
Nagkaroon ako ng problema ng 2015 sa ex-husband ko. Sa kanya pa ako nagsumbong. Sa kanya pa ako nagkwento.
Sa bantay.
Sa kanya pa ako nagkwento noon. Sa kanya pa ako nagkwento na nag-meet kami sa BGC.
Shoulder to cry on, ha?
Sa kanya pa ako nagkwento, sa kanya pa ako kumukuha ng parang insight ka, a male insight. Kumbaga parang kung lalaki ka, di ba, yung ganon. So yun.
Bakit siya? Ba't siya tinawagan mo? Nagkaroon kayo ng past.
He remained kasi good, he remained a good.
Tuloy pa rin ang communication nyo?
Oo, yun. So,
yung bang husband mo na to, nananakit ba to? Ganon din?
Same.
Same din.
Same. Kaya, yun. So, after that, parang, again, we lost communication kasi he had a girlfriend naman. So, nakikita ko lang sa Facebook.
Parang piling ko lang to.
But he kept communication open with my kids. Lalo with my boy. Kasi sobrang mahal siya nung anak kong lalaki. Sobrang, he'd sleep over nga sa house nila kahit hindi ko alam. Yung ganyan. Basta sabihin niya lang, Mom, I'm with Tito Rock, and ganyan. Tapos, yun, ganun lang siya. So, the communication with my kids remained open. Yung ganyan. So, I lost communication kasi nakikita ko sa Facebook na parang sabi ko, oy, okay naman pala to yung ganyan. Tapos, napag-uusapan pa namin magkakapatid. Si Rocky, no, kailan kaya, his nickname's Rocky. Si Rocky, no, kailan kaya ikakasal to? Yung ganyan, kasi annulled na siya. Matagal na siyang annulled. So, kailan kaya ikakasal to? Parang okay na sila ng girlfriend niya, yung ganon. Pinag-uusapan pa namin.
So, wala sa iyo? Wala ka nararamdaman?
Wala naman. Okay naman, yung ganyan. And then, pandemic. August 1. Kasi August 20 ako. August 1, nag-message siya. Sabi niya, hey, ganyan. Tapos parang, ang sabi niya, bakit hindi tayo friends sa Facebook? I was like, huh? Paano hindi magiging friends? Nag-order pa nga ako sa kanya sa Rock's Deli noon, yung ganon. Sabi niya, but apparently you're not my friend. I was like, sabi ko, imposible hindi ko siya friend. Yung ganon. Kasi nakikita ko ngayon post. And then, nung pag-check ko, hindi ko nga siya friend. So, somehow, nawala siya sa friends list ko. I don't know how. Yung ganyan. So, ayun, di-inad ko. Tapos, talking, nag-chat, yung ganyan. And then, everyone was asking me anong ginagawa ko. So, pandemic, wala naman ako magawa. So, sabi ko, sa umaga, nag-walking ako, ganon. So, sabi niya, siya rin, nag-walking daw. So, sabi, okay. The next day, nag-uusap kami. Sabi niya, sige, we'll walk. Yung ganyan. Mag-uusap kami through Viber. Ganyan, kwentuhan. Eventually, umabot na ng 2 hours yung walking. Hindi mo napapansin kasi nag-uusap kayo. So, parang, from that time on, parang August 2 yun, sabi niya sa akin, I'll send you something, I'll send you food, ganito, ganyan. Bati niya pa, it's your birthday month, yung ganon. Sabi ko, yeah, ganyan. So, sent me food. Every day, he was sending food.
Pasimple.
Every day, he was sending food, cake, ganyan, ganon. Sabi ko sa kanya, every day na to, sabi niya, well, you're going to have it every day till your birthday.
Wow.
Till umabot yung birthday ko. Yung ganon. So, parang 3 days o 4 days na kami nagwo-walking, nag-uusap sa Viber. Doon lang ako nagkaroon ng parang, okay, so what happened to your, doon ko lang natanong, what happened to your girlfriend? Kasi parang akala talaga namin ikakasal na sila or whatever. So what happened? And kwento niya kung ano nangyari, ganon. So parang, basta one thing led to another, ganon. And then, ayun nga, parang let's give it another try, yung ganon.
Siya nagsabi nun?
Yeah. Alam mo pa po ako. Siya nagsabi.
Okay.
Natawa ako doon Pero sabi niya, let's give it another try, ganyan. So, kasi again, traumatic yung nangyari sa akin doon sa ex-husband ko. So, sabi ko, I'll talk to my kids. I'll ask my children. I'll inform my children. Kung ano, kasi, kahit, hindi lang ako yung nasaktan nung time na yun, but my kids also. Kasi sobrang grabe talaga yung ginawa sa akin. Grabe yung ginawa sa amin, actually, nung ex-husband ko na yun. So, I talked to my children, ganyan. Apparently, my children yata messaged him also na parang it was an answered prayer daw for them. Yung ganon. I don't know. Was it Mara or Nico?
During that time, kasi she was saying, parang she wanted to go, probably because of the previous experiences, she wanted to come home to something more familiar. I was the one, our parents were magkaibigan, I knew the family, tapos wala naman masamang nangyari in between. So, I think she kind of wanted to go back to something safer naman. No? And siguro nga, I presented that safer option at the start. Tapos, when she started talking to her brothers, sisters, si Rocky, of course, very familiar naman. And I stayed in touch din naman. So, it was much easier na this time around.
Yung pagkagusto mo sa kanya started nung bata pa kayo?
Oh, yeah, definitely. As in, really small. So I think mga 13, ganyan.
Nanligaw ka ba nung mga ganyan kita?
No, I didn't.
Wala? Crush
eh.
lang?
Oo, ganon. But, ayun, when we were older na, that's the only time that we really got together. Yeah.
Parang destiny yung nangyari sa inyo, no?
I
You were
think
really
so.
destined to be together.
I think so. And this time around kasi, actually, I think what happened there was we both went through our own, transformation ba. We were not the same people when we met each other again. So everything that was there before na parang either parang mahirap because her schedules were too busy, my schedules were too full also, nawala lahat yun eh. So everything like just parang nag-sync lang. So now parang nobody counts the time anymore. We're together most of the time. So different from the previous. So it's possible pala. Sometimes kasi, parang okay, when you get back together again, then familiarity comes in and parang sanay ka na, you take them for granted. So you don't send their food na rin every day. Alam mo yung ganon. That thing up to now naman, it never really stopped for us. I'll tell you a small, like, would you believe that since the day that we got back together, so we're almost 3 years, right? Since that time, alam mo yun, parang we have not stopped saying I love you, ganyan, no? And yung messages, laging may love, and it's a capital L. Pareho kaming OC. That's why this place looks so good. So talagang capital L yun. Pag nakalimutan mong L yun, babalikan mo yun. So yung ganong klase, it became second nature na. So pwede pala yung ganon. It's nice to discover at a later
Pero
age.
Pero mahirap
like
yun na
this.
pareho kayong broken. Tapos, how to fix yung mga trauma na naranasan nyo pareho.
But the good thing there is we know what to avoid eh. 'Di ba? Kasi nga nangyari na sa'yo, so you don't take it for granted anymore. Tapos siguro nga as you mature, no, what you look for in each other, no? Like for example, kami, we can stay together and sometimes we don't really have to talk. 'Di ba? Like she can stay here up to 10, 11, sometimes inaabot sila past midnight, no? And I'm just home waiting lang, ganon. Or pag nasa labas kami, sometimes like at home, I'm watching Netflix or what, and she's doing something else. Parang okay lang, you're not so concerned na about yung yung para bang masyado kang about being in love and everything, parang hindi na masyadong ganon. So you just know that you're there for each other, tapos comfortable kayo sa ganon. You don't need to please anyone. So basta masaya lang talaga kami, I guess. Yun lang.
We're happy for you, no? Pero ikaw, anong feeling mo na finally nakita mo na rin yung yung talagang taong magmamahal sa iyo na hindi ka sasaktan?
Actually, Papa, it was part of my prayer Nasabi ko, Lord, if ever you give me another partner, please do not let it be a stranger. Yun yung inano ko na parang ayoko nang masaktan, ayoko nang saktan yung mga anak ko, yung family ko, yung mga ayoko nang So when that time bumalik siya, sabi ko okay, alam ko na parang sinagot na ni God yung na sige, manahimik ka na ha. Sabi mo, wag stranger. Sabi mo, wag eto na, manahimik ka. Just be kumbaga makontento ko na lang sa yan, tumigil ka na. Yung parang ganon. So, yun. Kasi parang, ang lagi sa akin ng mga kapatid ko is, God brought Rocky back to you kasi He knows finally there will be someone to take care of you, someone who will watch over you always, someone who will, at saka alam mong hindi ka sasaktan, yung ganyan. Kasi parang, hindi naman naging part kasi ng nature niya na manakit or ano, di ba? So, parang, yan na. Yung, parang ako pa yung, ba't parang ako yung bad girl? Ako nga yung nasaktan di ba? Ako nga yung laging naloko, ako nga yung laging nasaktan, ako nga yung laging ano. So, ba't parang ako yung kinakausap niya na, tumigil ka na, parang ganon. Siguro dahil series nga of failed relationships, yung ganon. So, tas nakita nga nila kung ano yung mga inabot ko. Iba, Papu iba-ibang, magkakaibang trauma. Yung ganon. Trauma dun sa una.
Iba, pero halos may similarities.
Yes, yung
pain talaga.
Pain yung grabbing pain, as in super pain, yung ganon. So, parang that's why siguro ganon nila ako sabihin na, tumigil ka na ha, tama na, yung parang ganon. Yung siguro parang ang point lang ng mga kapatid ko, tama na, huwag ka nang masaktan kasi parang kasi grabe talaga. Yung parang sabi nga ni Nadia, yung tawag nga niya sa akin si Superwoman. Yung sabi niya, grabe lahat ng pinagdaanan mo, yung ganon. Pero still, nakukuha mo pa rin tumawa, nakukuha ko pa rin, yung ganon. But I guess, Papu, it's more, lalo yung sa amin dalawa, yung kasi, yung faith. Kasi we pray. Although, even if we don't pray together, sometimes, I catch him, he's praying, he catches me, I'm praying, yung ganon. So, nandun yung na parang, okay, so, I believe that parang this is God. So, like this restaurant, Papu, sabi ko siya, it was never part of my plan, nor vision for myself na magtayo ng restaurant or mag-run a restaurant. But again, when God's plan nga comes, who can stop it, diba? So, parang ganun din yung nangyari sa amin. Na parang binalik kayo ni God together, who can stop it nga naman. Diba?
Ikaw ba, Rocky, you feel na parang siya talaga yung soulmate mo? Kasi bata ka pa lang.
Yeah. Actually, yun nga, I always, parang, she was making kwento naman kanina how we started, diba? Lalo na sa restaurant. But you'll see that, para bang, I think that's a sign when you're totally fine with her being the front. Alam mo yon, like for example, the restaurant is named after her. And she picked everything here. This is a self-expression That's why I told her nga, sabi ko, you know what? Other people, lalo na as she mentioned, diba, she's had previous relationships before, no? I mean, they can buy you houses, they can buy you cars and everything else, no? Sabi ko, for me, I'm not doing any of that, but this is the ultimate tribute that I can do for you because your name is plastered in one of the biggest buildings right inside BF. Every time pag dumadaan sila, Cocina Estefania yung nakikita nila. So this is really for me parang it's a tribute to her then, and for her naman it's an area of self-expression through a restaurant. So yung personality niya lumalabas dito.
Saka napaka-selfless mo You want to make your partner happy.
You're right. That was a parang deliberate move on my part na name it after her na lang. Even the business is under her name. Wala ako halos participation, no? I just started the idea. Tapos, ayan, of course, I help out in putting it up, no? But the rest, this is all her talaga.
Ganun kanya kamahal? Makaswerte mo,
Totoo yan.
Naman.
She knows that.
I know that naman. Paano ba? Ano naman yun? Common knowledge na yon sa family.
Yung klaseng pinapakita niya sa'yo, hindi mo na-experience yan in the past?
No.
Kung gaano ka
alam naman niya yun. Alam
diba?
Alam niya yun. He knows that. Oo. It was never, kumbaga, like what my daughter said nga, my youngest, parang it's the love that you deserve, ma'am. Yung gano'n. That's what she always tells me that. Na parang, ma'am, that's the love you deserve. Yung parang gano'n. Kasi nga, because of all the, sabi ko nga, my youngest nga, sabi niya, ma, alam mo, because of what happened to you dun sa ex mo, ayoko na mag-asawa. Yung gano'n. Gano'n siya. Gano'n siya.
So,
but I know, but I know that, I know naman that's just part of her kasi nga, nasaktan din siya, din siya. So, parang, yung gano'n. Yun yung sinasabi. Ayoko na mag-asawa dahil sa nangyari sa'yo. Yung gano'n. So, I know naman that's just her, But Well, it will keep her busy kasi naman ano naman din siya. So, alam ko namang matagal pa kasi she's taking up medicine. So, matagal pa sa kanya yon.
Darating yan.
Tapos lagi nga niya sinasabi, problema kasi sa inyong generation yung malaging pag-ibig kasi inuuna niya.
Iba na nga ngayon.
Iba na sila ngayon. Sobra na sila.
Na-allowed ka ba doon sa last na mo?
It's ongoing now. I'm just waiting for the...
So once it's finalized, both of you have plans to get married.
I don't have an issue with that. Walang tanong, hindi na tinatanong yan. Well, I wanna make sure na ayos na lahat. But yeah, I mean, I won't blink talaga. Given the chance, I would.
Kaya bless kayo with a business like this, na napaka-successful, napakasarap ng food. So, invite nyo yung mga viewers natin dito sa inyong restaurant para maramdaman naman nila ang love.
Oh, yeah.
Dalawa.
Okay, guys, please, kung mapapadaan kayo ng South, if you're in the South, or if you're in BF Homes, please pass by Aguirre Street. You'll find us, Cocina Estefania. It's right beside South Grocer and BDO. Actually, you won't miss it because we have a very, very big signboard outside. And it's in the center of Aguirre. So, it's the only glass building that you'll find in Aguirre. So, guys, come over. We're open. Our cafe, actually, Papu will be changing our schedule. Our cafe will be opening from 7:30, and Cocina Estefania will be open at 11 o'clock. But again, whatever food is served in Cocina, it can be ordered in the cafe.
And you have a Facebook account then, no?
We do have a Facebook account for inquiries, Cocina Estefania on Facebook, Cocina.Estefania on Instagram. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so
Papu.
much. Congrats sa inyong napakagandang
Papu.
love story.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have to ask you, Doc. So now my mom is turning 74 this year. This December. Itong dementia, sabi mo nga, irreversible, there's no cure. Pero may lifespan ba to, Doc? I have to ask
So, yung lifespan for what's recorded, usually from the start, mga...
From the start of being diagnosed.
Usually mga 4 to 8 years. This is the normal trajectory. But sometimes you'll see patients 20 years down the line. Depende sa... You'll have mas mabilis na progression. You have patients na na-start early nung mga delaying medications to delay progression na mas mabagal yung pagbaba niya. And it really depends. And you have a lot of factors in between na nagkasakit na hospital, may pneumonia, may iba pang sakit, may sakit sa puso that happens in between. So it's really not it's hard to say na ganito lang yung taningan mo isang tao na ganito lang yung ano nila.
So that's why when there is time, you have to spend time and then make it all worthwhile. Make them do what they love to do. Gawin mo para silang productive and creative, di ba? Yung mga bucket list na hindi nila na-check, pwede naman yung Doc, di ba? Kung pwede mag-marathon, ganun.
Depende kung ano yung kaya nila. So, depende sa capacity. Or pwede mo naman i-modify yung mga marathon.
But social life is very important for dementia patients. Paano kung mga walang kausap?
Hello po, ako po si Papo Julius.
At ako naman po si Mamu Tintin.
Manood po kayo ng aming TV show, ang Julius at Tintin para sa pamilyang Pilipino.
Sa Signal TV, 1PH channel with live streaming sa 1PH Facebook and YouTube pages.
At sa Julius and Tintin Show Facebook page. Mag-follow and subscribe na rin sa amin at manood.
Pati na rin sa Julius and Christine, the YouTube channel. Suportahan po natin ang programa namin na may layuning tumulong sa pamilyang Pilipino.
Ito po ang Julius and Tintin para sa pamilyang Pilipino.
Julius and Tintin para sa pamilyang Pilipino would like to thank the following.
Pure Gold. Sa Pure Gold, always panalo.
David Salon. Whoever you are, whatever you do, David Salon brings out the best in you.
Raja Travel Corporation, with you on your journey.
Baby Co Wipes. Bida si baby sa alagang Baby Co Wipes. Cupid's Cologne Love Mist. To order, message tonybbabaw@gmail.com.
Magic from Japan, Kangen Water Machine.
Goldmine Rice, from farm to market. Be a rice distributor to wholesalers, retailers, and consumers. Open for franchise.